Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Chris Patriotic Talk. I hope everybody's all well and good. How is everyone? It has been an absolute age since I've done one of these, but big drama. Big drama going on here in the UK. Lots to discuss. And want to get your thoughts, of course. Please put it in the comment section. If you don't want to, you can email me, bcfcmitch2020@gmail.com. Right, first of all, with myself, don't worry, I'm all right. I'm alive and kicking. I know some of you might be missing me. Of course, I understand. I'd be missing me too if I was you. But yeah, massive news coming out, and we'll go into that shortly. Working hard as ever. So travel plans still continuing. So anyone that's waiting for some travel vlogs, they're coming very soon. So my plan, we'll get onto the news shortly. You can forward wind this, by the way, if you don't want to listen to my travel nonsense. You know, I think it's good to put yourself around the world and experience different lifestyles. So the plan was actually to go to Armenia and Georgia end of April. However, I'm going to postpone that and push that back to probably about June, July. I do definitely want to visit those two nations. However, massive protest going on in Serbia right now. Unfortunately, because of my workload, I can't get away to the end of April. So if they could be kind, they've been protesting for 3 months now, yeah? It's mainly to do with a train station I was at literally a month before it happened. Like, the train station collapsed. Like, the canopy collapsed and killed, like, between 10 and 20 people, give or take. Sorry for getting that number wrong. And not being precise. Of course, may those rest in peace and best wishes to the family and friends of those people that unfortunately passed away. But the canopy collapsed. They're blaming the Chinese, blaming the government. Yeah, massive story. Been protesting for 3 months. So I want to go back there. So even if the protests are not continuing by the time I go, I've only been to 2 cities in Novi Sad and Belgrade. Amazing cities, but I want to actually go deep into Serbia, so I plan to do about a 2-week tour of Serbia as a country. It probably won't hit everything, of course, but I'm hoping to release like a vlog every 1 to 3 days, give or take, of my travels around Serbia. So please subscribe to this channel and also my travel channel, Brummy Traveller, yeah, because that's not shadow banned yet. We're trying to keep that non-political. So if you can, please go type in Brummy, Brummie, Traveller into YouTube. And please subscribe. No donations. Just subscribe. It's completely free. Please do. Right. The big story of the day and why we're here. We're going to discuss with Reform and Rupert Lowe. Rupert Lowe has been suspended. Now, my personal opinion of Reform, I believe they're just another civic nationalist party. It's got Nigel Farage. Nigel Farage has been on camera admitting that his best moment is to destroy the BNP, in an essence, basically. I'm sure you've all seen that. If not, research it. Go and watch it. Nigel Farage admits the best thing he has done is destroying the BNP. So, questions have always been asked of him. In terms of Rupert Lowe, obviously, if you haven't seen it on this very channel, the Patriotic Talk channel as well, I did do some sort of gripe against him. I got kicked out. Not fault of his own, to be fair. He didn't actually push for me to get kicked out. But if you haven't watched it, please do watch it on this channel. I thought he answered the questions okay-ish, like beat it around the bush a bit. However, I did expect worse, so I'll give him some credit. Everything he says, minus 1 point, which I'll go to shortly, I agree with. He's also talking about white people as well. That is the taboo subject, isn't it? The moment you mention the word white, that is when it all comes crashing down. That's what I feel has happened now. And maybe along with other things as well. But it's like everybody can be English. As long as you're born here and fly the flag, you can be English. You can be English, bitches. No, you can't. We are a specific ethnic group. All these invaders that have come over to our nation. I don't care if you love our nation. I don't care if you love me and watch the channel. and watch other people's channels that's related to my kind of content, I don't care. You're not English. We're a specific ethnic group. We are ethnically English. Yeah. Western European. If you're from Jamaica and you've come over here in the 60s and 70s and you've had a child and they've had a child, you're not English. Sorry to break it to you, you're not. As much as you want to be, and I don't blame you because we're so great, but you're not English. Facts. You are not English. So I do think like Rupert's caused a little bit of a storm with his pro-white, pro-English kind of rhetoric, which is obviously fantastic for us. I like Rupert Lowe a lot, Again, however, he is, and well, this is going to be the interesting part of it. He's very much pro-Israel, very much pro-Zio. So we'll see how he reacts now. But obviously, he's part of the Reform Party, which are most likely going to be controlled by that certain ethnic group. So it's going to be quite interesting and entertaining on what's going to happen. Will he release everything? Will he be the one like, yeah, Reform are controlled by the Jews? Mate, and we're like, yeah, hail Rupert, bitch. Hail fucking Rupert. You're calling them out, bro. Like, well done. We're so proud of you. Who knows? I don't think he will, but who knows? Who knows? So we're going to go on to it. We'll go on to first a Reform statement. I'll try and get this up. Okay, there we go. So I'll read this out to you guys in case you can't see. It is regret that we feel obligated to disclose that the party received complaints from 2 female employees about serious bullying in the offices of the Member of the Parliament for Great Yarmouth's Rupert Lowe. One worked in his parliamentary office, the other in his constituency office. My apologies. We understand complaints have been made to parliamentary authorities. Evidence was provided to us of workplace bullying, the targeting of female staff who raised concerns, and evidence of derogatory and discriminationary remarks made about women, including reference to a perceived disability. We feel we have a duty of care to all our staff, whether employed directly or indirectly. Accordingly, we appointed an independent King's Counsel to conduct an investigation into the veracity of these complaints. To date, Mr. Lowe has yet to cooperate with this investigation. In addition to these investigations of a disturbing pattern of behaviour, Mr. Lowe has on at least 2 occasions made threats of physical violence against our party chairman. Accordingly, this matter is with the police. Reform stands with the highest standards of conduct in public life, and we will apply these standards without fear nor favour, including with our own party. Signed, Lee Anderson MP and Zia Yusuf. Zia Yusuf, such a typical English name. That's what we need in our party, guys. A guy called Zia Yusuf. Oh, what a shock! Rupert Lowe is talking about white males and white females struggling in our society, and a guy called Zia Yusuf just comes out of nowhere and plays a pivotal role in his suspension. So I'm going to read out Rupert Lowe's statement. I'm going to get this up for you guys. I'm such a boomer when it comes to this kind of stuff. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, there's so much to read. So much to bloody read. But here we go. We're going to go for it. We're going to try anyway. As a brother, we're going to try and read. So this is from Rupert Lowe. I quote, "I am disappointed but not surprised to read Reform's untrue and false allegations. Let me be abundantly clear. This investigation is based on zero credible evidence against me, as has been reportedly stated by the neutral investigator. None has been provided. I have cooperated and spoken at length with the KC. They instructed at great cost to the party to investigate a minor staff matter. I have just spoken to the KC. She is dismayed that this statement has been made and reiterated that no evidence has been sent to her. She stated that this has been an issue before the investigation has even started. She's shocked at the process, shocked at the communication from the party, and shocked that no credible evidence has been given despite her repeated requests. I sent an initial letter late on Friday afternoon last week, again with no evidence provided, with no prior warning, and no attempt to understand the full position. Allegations of physical threats are outrageous and entirely untrue. Rupert Lowe goes on to say that he has never made any derogatory comments about women or those with disabilities. This is a lie. These allegations are not even referring to me. I will be seeking legal advice immediately. There is no credible evidence against me, as the KC has stated on numerous occasions. It is no surprise that this vexatious statement has been issued the day after my reasonable and constructive questions of Nigel on the reform structure. It was issued on X late on a Friday afternoon with no prior warning. I can't read all this, man. Come on, give me a break, man. All I stated was that the communication needs to improve, delegation needs to improve, structure needs to improve. These are reasonable requests of a party looking to form the next government. He stands by everything he says. I have been pushing for this behind the scenes for many months with zero success. I have been frozen out of meetings, policy discussions, press conferences, and more. My repeated requests for better communications and regular meetings have been ignored and mocked. Honestly, I have tried and will continue to try. I did not speak publicly without exhausting all other options repeatedly. I have done everything in my power to resolve this behind closed doors. Sadly, I failed. You haven't failed no one, bro. You've got us. You've got me, bro. The Brummy Traveller on your side. We're team. We are Team Rupert, bitch. Don't worry. Our voters, our members, and our country all deserve so much better than this. I agree. To reform supporters of mine, please stay with the party. We must win the next election. There is no other choice. Infighting serves nobody but our enemies. This could have been resolved with even the most basic level of communication. I do not believe that the reform members will be pleased to know that their membership fees are being spent on instructing expensive lawyers to investigate their own MPs over matters that are entirely baseless and have been dealt with in the correct parliamentary procedure with HR's full involvement and support. The staff member in question only raised a vexatious complaint once disciplinary proceedings had been initiated against them for serious wrongdoing. The other individual mentioned dropped her appeal. If they want to kick me out over false claims, they'll have to finally present some credible evidence against me. There is none, as the KC has just told me again. A complete inability to accept even the most mild constructive criticism without such malicious reaction is not effective leadership. This is our party as much as it is Nigel's. Whew. Deep breathe. There's so much to read, but please go to Rupert Lowe's Facebook or Twitter. I think Facebook is probably is put more out on, actually. So if you are on those platforms, please go there. It saves me reading anymore. Honestly, on a serious note, there's lots of disappointment in the air, and especially from Reform. They obviously love Nigel. They love Rupert. Rupert has made the most noise out of anyone in that party. Let's face it. But this is what it's like, isn't it? In all our circles, all the parties, all the nationalist parties we have, there's always fallouts. We're always accusing each other of being X, Y, Z. And, I've only about myself. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone, there's a few people that think, "Oh, I work for the state. I bloody fucking wish I do. I wouldn't be living in a little flat like this. If I worked for the bloody state, I wouldn't be living in a flat like this, and I'll be on my way one night. I'll be living in Serbia, living the high life, bitch." Not to be. So if the state actually wants to pay me to go to Serbia, my email is business. Now, but on a serious note again, guys, what is your thought? Is the Reform Party about to collapse? Is this all been a setup? Is this all because Rupert Lowe is actually now, he's the one that has the courage and the balls to actually stand up for our people, white English people. You know, he's making a lot of noise in Parliament, asking the right questions. Look, he's fully not our guy. He does him for Israel. He does him for that side. Maybe that's because it's a reform thing. That's what's so interesting about this. I got Rupert, bro. Do you remember me, mate? I asked you the awkward questions and you got me booted out, bitch. Come on, listen to me. You need to now expose the amount of money the Zios are paying Reform. Come on. And you will be the most cherished and loved man in English nationalism. No, but seriously, guys, what do you think? Is this the right move from Farage? Is this the right move from Lowe? What's next for Rupert Lowe? What's next for Reform? What's your thoughts, guys, man? I personally think Rupert Lowe should now embrace this individualism. Is that right? Yeah, I think Rupert Lowe should just keep doing what he does, speaking the truth. He has thousands on his side. You look at his social media account, so much support for him, and it is a massive egg in the face for the people like Farage and that other Muslim in charge of their party. Reform was never a party that I would support, but I do support Rupert Lowe. I do think he's saying the right things, minus the Israel shilling. So much credit to him. He doesn't have to do it as well. Like, he's got the money, so you got to give him a little bit of credit, I guess. And fair play, he stuck it on Farage 24 to 48 hours ago, and obviously got suspended quite later on. And again, this should be more evidence against Farage. Let's not forget Farage, one of the best achievements of his own work, of his own mouth, says he's destroying the BNP. He was brought to destroy the BNP, bought in the UKIP. What happened with UKIP? They make massive ground. The Brexit lot make massive ground. And as soon as it gets close to that kind of number, Farage pulls out, retires, and does whatever he does. So, you know, this man cannot be trusted. He is an establishment puppet. And I'm sure that most of you watching will agree, but maybe there's some of you that still love Farage. And he does say some okay things, but the fact is, when you're falling out with Rupert Lowe, I think you're done. I think your days are numbered, Farage. And we are very much here at the Chris Patriotic Talk channel. Please subscribe. Please subscribe, bitches. We're here at the Patriotic Talk channel. We are fully Team Rupert. Guys, I hope you all have a great weekend. It's only a 17-minute video. I'm sorry, but it's a weekend. I got tomorrow off. I haven't even had a Saturday off in about 6 weeks, 7 weeks. So I'm going to go enjoy the rest of this night and enjoy my weekend. Hope you all have a great time, guys. Peace out.